a canoe trip with a bunch of friends or potential friends from your church or community, and a great opportunity to grow in yourself, in your relationships, and with God.
It kind of brings together my two favorite things, being with my church family and nature and just being outside.
Being able to sleep in hammocks and like being truly exposed to like nature was like so cool.
The first year I went was down the Flambeau, and I was with all guys from my church. I was the only girl there. So that was a really fun experience. But then also like the Montreal canoe and just like having to work together so much is also a really unique experience. It's really hard to pick my favorite.
There was rumors that there's supposed to be like Northern Lights or something. We were supposed to be able to see something. So they put us to bed a little bit early. So because Jared was gonna wake up and like see if they were there. And then if they were there, we were gonna like get up and watch them. So they put us to bed a little bit early, but of course, not knowing the time, we were all like, what time really is it? Because we were not tired at all. So we were like, it's 6 p.m. I know that they're lying to us. So we got into like a little argument. It wasn't like an argument. It was like a play argument with them of like, we don't want to go to bed. And it was just kind of funny because it kind of just like reminds you of like, just the simple things in life. I remember we also saw 2 like huge snapping turtles. We were laying on the dock and like here these 2 snapping turtles just kind of like floating out. And I saw grouse for the first time.
The first year I went when I was with all the guys, one of the guys fed like a chipmunk like a peanut or something. So every time we heard one in the trees, we're like, they're following us, they're coming for the peanut.
Pouring rain the whole day, and it took us like 3 hours to make our meal over the fire. Everybody was fanning the fire, getting smoke in their face. It was great. It was the hardest I've ever worked for a bowl of soup. It was the best bowl of soup I've ever eaten. So
one of my favorite things also was when we were making the pancakes. They were gonna make them like normally, but they decided to do pancake scramble, and I'm so happy that they did because it was so good. Like I thought that was funny. Like we're having pancakes, but here we just get this like pile like pancake scramble, and they were like, it's a lot easier this way. I'm like, I respect it.
So what I really like about AmnaCon is just like getting away from the everyday like stresses of life and just having like a very simple purpose of just getting to the next campsite and just like enjoying existing.
This trip was honestly amazing for me. I think I'd have to say the best part was just the relationships that I built on the trip. I got so close with that group of people that we were there with. And I think that's just honestly truly irreplaceable.
I have a lot of strength to do things that are that I didn't think I could do, like canoeing 13 miles. I never thought I could do that. At the beginning of the day, I was like, wow, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Like, I'm going to embarrass myself. I'm going to be absolutely exhausted. I'm going to let the people in the canoe down. But I think that working as a team made it so much more manageable, and I felt proud of myself for carrying my own weight of being on that team.
And like now like going to youth group, it's like a lot more fun because like I know these people on a more personal level because I spent a week with them in the woods, like without showering, like just like that that sounds weird, but like it's so true. Like the bond that you get from like everybody smelled on that trip, and like the fact that everyone just accepted it, like you get so close. I don't know, it's just something so unique that you can't get like without going on a trip like that.
And watch the sunset out on a rock by our campsite, and we all sat there for like half an hour and we just observed the sunset, and everyone kind of had their journals, and no one was talking or anything like that, and we kind of all just sat there at peace.
It was kind of like shocking to me, like getting my phone back and everything. Like I wasn't honestly that excited to go back on it. Like it just felt so nice being away from like technology and just like the stress of time. Like our guides like Clara and Jared, like I obviously would never have met them without AmnaCon, and I'm just so happy that I did because Clara specifically has like truly made an impact in my life, and like I genuinely don't think I'll ever forget her.
And I feel like I really soaked every single moment up, and that made it much easier to say goodbye because I knew that I really took everything in.